Hello there, Three Enterprise fans. We're here with the Highway to the Threemus Zone Round of 16 draft.
Yeah, we have been through a whole bunch of matches, 221 restreams to bring you this very moment where the top 4 seeds are going to be able to pick who they want in their group to set up our final bracket, which will see us through to the end of this tournament.
That's right. The entire community has been very active in the bracketology, and now we're going to get ready to go to the second phase.
Yeah, I'm excited. How you feeling, Motoss?
Well, pretty glad that I don't actually have to play against any of these players, I'll tell you that.
Before we get any further, I guess we should maybe introduce ourselves. For those of you that don't know my voice, I am ZoeVermilion. I am one of the newest restream leads for Free Enterprise. I was unceremoniously booted out of this tournament during the magma route, but I've been enjoying helping behind the scenes ever since.
And I'm LMMotoss. I've done quite a bit of hosting this tournament, probably the most of any of our tournaments so far, but it has been, of course, a great tournament. This has been, of course, this broadcast is our 222nd restream of this tournament. Absolutely crazy. Thank you so much, everybody, giving gift subs to celebrate the occasion.
Yeah, that is a lot of gift subs. That is a huge hype train. Thank you all. We know you're excited. We're excited to... I think we're soon going to be seeing a flowchart up here on screen to kind of refresh everyone's memory of how this tournament structure is played out and what we have going forward. That's a flowchart, all right.
So in order to get to this position, players had to play through the group round. They had to play through the hook or magma route based on their record in the group round. Then they had to do a play-in if their record wasn't good enough to get straight to the table stage. Then they had to go through the table stage to get to this top 16 bracket.
Yeah, so all of that on the left side, all of those, wicked, curvy and bent arrows, we're done with all that. You see that star? That's where we're at. We're at the top 16 bracket. There's only 3 more boxes left after this, which, oh boy, we did a lot to get here.
We certainly did, including a flag change. So you've seen quite a lot of different strategies used between the group stage and the table stage. Those table flags going to continue on through the brackets.
Yep, all the way through the end of the tournament. Everything we just saw in the 96 races, if my math is correct, that made up the table stage will make up the remainder of the bracket stage. I can't say it anymore. I am just so excited. I think now, though, we're going to kind of show who the top 16 is. A lot of people know who's there, but maybe don't know what their placement was in the overall standings. So we're going to have those seeds, and we're going to introduce them from bottom to top. And at seed number 16, by virtue of the tiebreaker play-in earlier today versus McBain, we have Slippery. Slippery went 3-0 in the Siren group, 3-3 in the table, and won that tiebreaker match. So snuck in right at the last minute, gave us all an extra race of Free Enterprise, which pushed us over to make this the 222nd restream.
Next up at number 15, we have Zyrak going 2-1 in the Gilgamesh group, then 3-0 in the Magma route, which led to a 4th place finish in the Magma play-in 1. Once again, also 3-3 in the table. If you're wondering how the positions were determined for people with the same records, that's on the strength of schedule. So Zyrak's strength of schedule is slightly more than Slippery's.
And up next, we have the last of our 3-3 finishers that are advancing. Stone Dingley, also from the Gilgamesh group, also went 2-1, went 2-1 in the Magma route, and placed 3rd in that Magma play-in too. So two of our Gilgamesh players making it to the top 16. Very, very exciting. We think we have two different groups that have two players that came all this way, and we'll hear from that other group a little bit later on.
At number 13, we've got Aizen Tayama, 3-0 in the Anima group, and our first 4-2 in the table. A lot of hard-fought matches here, and a lot of very close matches from the ones I saw.
Yeah, Aizen Tayama, one of the few that took a loss to a non-top 16 player, just as a fun statistical fact. Out of our top 16, they have 3 losses combined to people who did not also make the top 16. And at number 12, we have 14. Flurry 14 to be specific. Going 3-0 in the Sylph group and 4-2 in the table phase. I know PK's got his eye on Flurry for this upcoming draft, so that'll be interesting to see if that plays out.
Yeah, Flurry has been a constant, basically staple in free enterprise tournaments, always a threat as well. At 11, we've got Morpheus, 3-0 in the Lakshmi group, 4-2 in the table. And I would say one of the newer names, I don't believe went in any of our previous tournaments. This is the farthest in a tournament that Morpheus has gone.
Look at that! Look at that icon. It's a possum. It's Morpheus. It's Morpheus. I love it. I love the artifacting too. And at number 10, we've got Penguinator. If you've been around Free Enterprise or Final Fantasy IV speedruns for a while, you know who Penguinator is. Penguinator went 2-1 in the Maga Sisters group. That 1 is actually pretty important. 3-0 in the Magma route and placed 3rd in the Magma play-in 1, and then 4-2 in table. That 1 loss in the Maga Sisters group was actually to one of our top 4 finishers. So that was a pretty big deal, but they both made it here. So in the end, maybe we'll get that rematch.
Yeah, it just goes to show Penguinator, of course, has been a top finisher in previous tournaments. So even at number 10, you can't really discount anybody in this top 16 now. They are all super crazy threats.
And Inventor is making sure that we mention that Penguinator is the Zemus Zone 2 reigning champion.
At number 9, we've got Antidale. Went 3-0 in the Golem group, 4-2 in the table. Constant fixture either in front or behind the scenes here in the tournament. And we shall see if Antidale can get just a little bit further. Of course, we haven't mentioned yet that these are all going to be best of 3 matches in the brackets.
All the way until the finals. The finals will be a best of 5. And at number 8, no icon here. Very signature for Zilch. Zilch went 2-1 in the Bahamut group. That sounds familiar. 3-0 in the Magma route. Placed 2nd in the Magma play-in 1 and went 5-1 in the table phase. That only loss coming to Dia. That loss in the Bahamut group coming to some green player that got him on a good keyless tower play, I think.
I'm sure said player will remain nameless as we go on to number 7, X Pancraz, 3-0 in Doom Train, 5-1 in the table. All these players that are 5-1 and up, absolutely scary. If you go back and watch the table matches, you will see a ton of super heads-up play, very quick execution, and almost photo finishes. Really, only minutes separating a lot of the wins in this upper echelon here.
And at number 6, we've got Coffee and Chocobos, 3-0 in the Valafor group, 5-1 in table. People can correct me if I'm wrong because I'm also new to this community, but believe Coffee Chocobos is just a hair older than I am. So yeah, it's great to see. Looking at the Fabul Gauntlet top 32, a lot of names here that are not in that particular list.
And it goes without saying, we have seed number 5 here in Venerable, who came straight to the table rounds due to the Fabul Gauntlet Championship win. 5-1 here in the table, and actually is at number 5 due to a coin toss between himself and the runner who ended up at number 4.
And now for our top 4 seeds, our drafters themselves. At number 4, we have Bakashinobi, 3-0 in the Maga Sisters group, 5-1 in table, and won that aforementioned coin flip. We have Baka here in the voice channel now. Hi, Baka.
Hi! This is exciting. I won the coin flip by making Inven choose. That's how you always know you won. You make someone else suffer the consequences of the decision.
Yeah, he'll just blame it on routing decisions, though.
Yeah, exactly. No losers, just, incorrect choices made. Except on my part, where I made none.
Well, you are going to be the 4th drafter here. This is going to be a snake draft if we haven't explained how it works yet. So I won't ask you to explain your strategy yet, because I know you're probably going to keep that under wraps, but how do you feel about your chances of at least getting a good opponent for round 1?
I discovered I was going to be drafting a few hours ago. I decided not to go with strategy, but go for pure impulse. So we're just going to see what's available and pick from there. Just go for what's fun.
Sounds like the Cleveland Browns strategy when they draft.
Yeah, exactly. They have a winning strategy, right? I know nothing of sports ball.
Let's just say yes.
And at number 3, we have PK4787, 3-0 in the Shote group, 5-1 in the table. Strength of schedule, bringing him up to the number 3 spot.
And there he is.
Howdy.
Well, hi, PK.
How are things going? You ready to pick Flurry with your first pick, I imagine?
We'll see. I would like to think I'm a better person than someone who gets goaded into making a selection by someone who can't even win 5 games.
Yeah, but you can't even spell Flurry.
I think I'm spelling it right. It's like the beverage. Also, I feel like we should have beat Inven in rematch, like where Baka has won the coin flip. Get that in there?
It's on my notes, but these aren't my notes. These are Scotland's notes.
Fair enough.
Scotland, go to number 2. And at number 2, we have Dia. Dia went 3-0 in the Shiva group, 5-1 in table, and will be drafting second. She's said a few things about what her strategy is. I'm interested to see if she follows through. But here she is. Hello, Dia.
Hi.
How are you? Are you getting ready to draft? Do you have your strategy set? Do you know who you're going to take if they're available?
I think strategy kind of implies that I'm picking the best people to advance. I'm not doing that, but I do have...
That's what I thought. Okay, yeah.
Well, you fought. All 3 of you have fought all the way here, and Dia, you had quite early great records here, and you had not too much trouble in the table either. You did have a 1 loss, but still clinching the number 2 spot. So good job on that.
And took that loss to Val, but it happens.
And of course, we have the number 1 seed going into the brackets here. Dustygriff, 3-0 in the Sildra group, and not allowing a single win against him in the table. 6-0.
Our only remaining completely undefeated player in this tournament, who is now in this voice chat. Hello, Dusty.
Hello.
So, Dusty, you are going to have to play through a lot more matches to keep this undefeated record going. How are you feeling about your chances on that?
Oh, terrible. The competition is just ridiculous at this point. So, yeah, this is going to be fantastic to watch and be a part of. But I fully intend to be out after this week.
Well, hopefully you fare better than you did in the Football Gauntlet. A fun fact that I noticed while setting up my notes was that all three of our top 3 seeds, all y'all had some pretty bad luck in the round of 32 of Football Gauntlet. And then Baka avoided that bad luck by just not competing. So
I was dealing with other bad luck in the form of tax season.
that's fair.
The real zero miss of our lives, yeah.
So we are going to be moving on, but before we get to the actual draft, we have to put y'all into divisions, and each of y'all will be in charge of a division, and we have, you know, as you would expect for this community, we have fun names for these divisions, and so I'm just going to keep talking about them until Scala puts them on screen. I like divisions.
Look, I may or may not have been playing too much Hades recently, okay?
And we have the Spoon Division, which will hold our number 1 seed, Dustygriff.
Meanwhile, the next division will be the Pinktail division, led by Dia.
Is this Dia's color, like window? Are all these the players' preferred Windows colors, Scala? Okay. I'm so happy that I caught on to that. And number 3, we have the Earth Crystal division, Party Rock, PK4787's division.
Notice the green and white.
Yes.
And our final division, led by Bakashinobi, the Darkness Crystal division. I'm a big fan of this color scheme.
It's fantastic, and Scala did an amazing job. Also, in the words of Hades from the game Hades, darkness.
Fuck, please.
We're not live yet, right? We haven't started.
Oh no! This is just rehearsal. Please ignore
darn.
the fact that the Free Enterprise channel is live right now.
And I lived through such embarrassments.
Well, we are approaching that time here. Dustygriff, as the number 1 seed, you do have the ability to select the first draftee. For those of you in the audience who don't know, that doesn't mean Dusty has to pick his first round opponent. He can actually place whoever he picks anywhere within the division.
You want me to go ahead?
I'm assuming so.
Right.
As long as Scala's ready.
Invenerable. Against me.
Oh! Stolen from Dia, I imagine.
Wow.
So this is funny for me because while we were setting up, we had some people in the Discord call testing to make sure that this layout was going to work. And we were talking about the player strategies. And I was mentioning that Dia probably really wanted to take Invenerable. And I said I was going to love it if Dusty took Invenerable instead. And they're like, no, Dusty would never do that. Dusty just took Invenerable.
Hey,
The gauntlet has been thrown. Bold move, Dusty.
I don't know why. I have no strategy to anything that I'm doing. This is what I woke up feeling like doing today. So why not?
I am so happy right now. This just got really exciting.
Whew. Well, with that one out of the way, it is now Dia's time to pick.
Yep. Dia, who are you going to take? And are they against you or in the other match?
You may thought Dusty stole it from me, but I actually did have a different pen for today. Possum against me.
Ooh.
Whoa.
All right. Possum Morpheus against Dia. Both of our top 2 seeds taking their own opponents first.
Now, as we go through here, I got to think, how much did you in the top 4 scout out your potential opponents, or was it just kind of absorbing how they play throughout the tournament?
Alan? What's that?
Strategy, what's that?
Yeah, I don't think anybody did any homework. I'm just looking at the people here. Anyway, so for the Earth Crystal division, PK, you're up. Who are you taking, and are they for you or the other match?
Well, I had a whole idea of how this is going to go, and now since both of them have thrown down the gauntlet, I will throw down the gauntlet as well. Flurry, welcome to Earth against PK.
Oh, what a shocker. No,
I
I
could've
can't
taken
be
that
the one who
benefit
doesn't
reference.
take the
I
person
did.
they want to play now. I mean, look at that. I mean, that's just like, I'd be like, oh, I'll just take number 16, please. Like, no, I can't do that. Look at this.
I feel like Slippery might end up as last in, last out on this one.
All right, now we're to the last first round pick. Bakashinobi, who are you going to take in the Darkness Crystal division here?
I mean, clearly I have to choose my own opponent. And in the words of the song, Hello Darkness, My Old Friend, I would like to face Penguinator again.
Oh, this is nice. So this will be a rematch of that group round match that took like 40 minutes. So, oh, that's just spicy. So all of our top 4 seeds have set their own races first, their own matches first. So now we just need to fill out the rest of this. This is gonna be interesting.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I've come to race with you again.
Well, I guess I get to go and pick the other match now, so let's go and put Handcrez in there. So the reward of either Penguin and I are winning is to face someone neither of us faced, I believe.
Yes, so we are doing a snake draft, so it is going to go from Dusty to Baka, and then reverse course, Baka back to Dusty, and then Dusty to Baka one final time. So, Handcrez in the other match. Fun, fun, fun.
I'm all about that life.
And we are back to PK's choice. Who's going to be in that other match, PK?
Well, seeing as I already immediately regret my earlier decision from 70 seconds ago, we might as well double down. Give me Zilch. Show me Zilch.
Wow. You, I gotta say, you top 4 here are very bold. Very bold indeed.
Look, I've got Bach in my name. I have to live up to it sometimes.
Not all the time.
I mean...
There are times when it's acceptable to not be a Baka.
I mean...
Also, petition to rename this to the Rate That Treasury group.
I'll take coffee and chocobos.
Coffee and Chocobos, number 6 seed, going into the Pinktail group.
The choices are getting slim here now as we go to the final pick of round 2.
I like how the Pinktail group has the shortest name and then 2 of the longest. Who you got, Dusty?
I can't fully recreate the Golbez division from Season 2, but I can take Aizen Tayama and try and make the most of it here.
All right, Aizen Tayama going into the spoon. And you'll be able to pick Aizen's opponent because we're now going to be entering into the last leg of this snake draft. So who's Aizen playing?
Let me look through my fancy list here. Let's go with... Why not? Let's get Cyrac in here.
All right. That's fun.
Three players left.
And we're going back down the snake to Dia.
Yeah, let's go with Andale.
And to Dale.
Dia. Yeah.
Well, PK, there are 2 choices left. Looking at my list, I can't tell. I think it's a Stone Dingley and Slippery.
That's what I'm looking at. Let's take Dingley. Dingley for Zilch. Welcome to Earth.
And by process of elimination, Slippery, in fact, is last one in, last one out. And going to be going into the Darkness Crystal group to face off against Pankraz.
You know, if you had asked me before we started this stream if the number 16 seed into the brackets would have been drafted absolutely last, I would have said, no way, there's no way they would do that. Well, thank you, Top 4, for proving me completely 100% wrong.
Look, we might be okay at beat Free Enterprise. It doesn't mean we have any sort of good sense. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the Free Enterprise, like, we're here to have fun. We're not here to make good decisions, is what I've gathered from all 4 of these tonight.
Go Impulse.
We're here to provide hype matches. That's
Yeah,
about it.
I honestly just am here for the hype.
I
Dusty
mean-
and Dia had tried to pick in some sort of real fashion. Then maybe I would have felt better about it, but no, I
Bad
got
examples.
to. Yeah.
Well, at least Baka admitted to us that having gotten into the top 4, earlier today, he was really coming in with no plan and it straight up admitted he was going to do this on impulse. But the rest of you, I'm so surprised. I'm so surprised.
Yeah, I did not foresee it going this way, but the playoff bracket is set. There is the layout for it. We have a handful more rounds, way less races than you actually think are still left until we will be able to crown a Threemus zone champion. Scala, you said there'll be PDF versions of this because bracketologists need to get their stuff in because Dia's here. We can't be sure that she's not just going to schedule as soon as the website's updated.
I'm putting it in already.
Yeah, that's right. With this, the brackets are complete. So not only do we get to start the second half of bracketology, but we will be having matches start tomorrow.
Okay, they should be able to hear me now. Hi, hello,
Oh,
chat.
hi, hello.
Hello. I had to make sure that you could actually hear me. Yes, if you are in the Discord, there will be PDF versions for your bracketology, both printable and this year, because it was something that was requested, also a neat, fillable version, so you can do it all digitally, if that is what you like. But you get extra points from me. Note, it's not actually points. These do not actually affect bracketology. You get cookies from me. I will give you cookies. How about that? I can definitely give you cookies. If you actually do a printed out one and you make it look cute. Cute is subject to how I define cute.
I guess I gotta go plug in my printer now.
Yeah!
You want a printer? Look, I may own a
Brackets are
printer.
cute, okay? This is cute bracket only.
Cute brackets only. But,
I'm not printing anything out because my handwriting is awful and no one can read it.
And also, just now that I can talk, thank you all so much, everyone who tuned in, everyone who cheered, everyone who graciously donated gift subs. This has been an absolutely fantastic tournament so far. It has been wonderfully hype. It has been full of so many amazing matches and run by so many amazing people. Not just the fact that we had nearly 120 runners, but we've also had almost 80 people behind the scenes making everything happen. And it's amazing. We couldn't do this without everyone involved and also the support from everyone who's just out there watching, whether it's here live now on Twitch or later on YouTube. We see you all, we love you all, and you're all absolutely amazing.
What she said.
Yeah, thank you so much, Scala, for everything you do.
Aw, thank y'all.
And thank you to the top 4 for your time being available for this so that you didn't make Scala have to run around frantically to find a way to do this. But yeah, this has been a lot of fun, and thank you, Scala, for including me. and I'm excited to see the rest of this tournament play out.
Well, as we see on screen, playoffs start this week. We hope that you all will come out and enjoy the show. We've got only a few weeks left in the tournament, and they are going to be the hypest and most wonderful weeks. And I can't wait to get there. So thank you all again. And let's see, where are we going to bring this great big party?
Are you saying that it's whose butt are we going to raid tonight?
Well, there's only one person live, so... Alright, everyone. We are going to go raid Kedril! Please go ahead, give Kedril lots and lots of love. And we will see you all here for the playoffs. Have yourselves a wonderful evening.
Good night, everyone.
Enjoy the bloodbath this week.